What's up? Day 10, semen retention. I am gradually becoming myself again and recovering from and healing from years of damage from watching the websites, masturbation, man. And I'm starting to feel alive again. And one thing I want a lot of people to know is from you being yourself, you influence so many other people. You know, you help out so many other people when you being the best version of yourself, And I keep saying, I don't need to be saying it like that, but one thing that I really look at, you help a lot of people whenever when you are on top of your game and you doing everything you're supposed to, that rub off on other people more than you think. And so I think when with me being on seam retention, I'm slowly feeling good again. Today I might seem like I'm sweating or I might be a little bit looking, hot or whatever, because I just came from running. I just ran a mile. Uh but yeah, I mean, I'm starting to feel myself slowly come back, bro. And I just want to let a lot of you guys know that, you know, you have to go ahead and go hard as you can in life, man. You have to. Stop living your life on the baseline and not doing anything and not caring and, you know, giving like half effort. Whatever you want to do, go hard at it because you can help so many people in this world whenever you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to people. And that's something that I've done many times before. And I don't want to let nobody down, but more importantly, I don't want to let myself down. And so I just really feel that urgency and that motivation right now to just let people know that I know the screen is windy a little bit. So I just want to, you know, go ahead and just say that you have to go all in on having a life that's congruent with who you are as a person. And that's where you help the most people because that's where you tap into your God-given purpose. You're not just coasting doing just stuff because somebody said go and do it. You're doing stuff that's true to you know and that's the thing I'm gonna stick to regardless. I don't care who called me this, who called me that. They don't believe in me. you know don't go with any of that. And another important thing we have to look at too is our health, because our habits with our health that matter so much when it comes, I think, with even with semen retention, because like I said, it's all about how you treat yourself. And masturbation and watching the websites, that's a form of a bad habit. But also another bad habit of treating yourself wrong is how you eat. Are you working out? You get what I'm saying? So it's a mental health, and it's also physical health as well, because whenever you take care of yourself full fledged and you're not just listening to what a doctor said, and you let the doctors make decisions about your life for you and about your health for you, you know it's and this is the thing about semen retention. You start to grab a hold of your mind and you control it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying to not take advice from people and not have people help you, but you have to also know the truth and what can actually help you the most. And you thinking for yourself. Don't let other people just try to make decisions for you or make decisions for you because you think that you don't know nothing and they know everything. That's not how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that I see that I can help, I'm gonna approach it with that same type of way. And obviously, I know with a lot of things, you can try to help people and you can be yourself, and people just gonna look at you crazy, or you know, and stuff like that. Like, not everybody gonna see what you see in your life. Not everybody gonna do what you gonna do. I'm not talking about just be confident and believe in yourself. I'm talking about take those steps to become that person. That's what I'm about. I'm not about anything else, bro. Like, I want you, the person, to be themselves, and that's what you help the most people when you come from a congruent place where you are who you say you are, you know, and that's the thing that can help out a lot of people, especially if you got a passion and a purpose to help people, no matter what way it is. You have to be a person that's like this super authentic, because I think a lot of people, they have careers or they have jobs where they're they're serving somebody in some type of way. They may be a doctor, they may be a lawyer, they may be a nurse, or they may be, you know what I'm saying, an electrician or an engineer, but and they do the job, but they don't really care about what it's for, or they don't really care about what they're doing. They're just doing it to make money. You know, you have to tap into who you were called to be in this world. That's what you got to tap into. And regardless if you want to go to college or you whatever way you want to go, make sure you coming from a place that's true and genuine. You know, don't make stuff about money. Don't make stuff about superficialness. You know, make stuff actually about, you know, bringing value to people and helping people. You know, because with being on semen retention and thinking about my purpose, you know, it's allowing me to think about that so much to where it's like you really have to help people. You can't be a person that's trying to be money hungry and all that type of stuff. You know, me, man, I had, you know, some strong urges today or whatever, but I got past it, you know, and I'm so proud of myself and happy that I just got past the urge. And, you know, I ran today. I haven't worked out yet. I'm going to do that probably after I make all these videos for today. But, um, yeah, man. And that even motivate me on the days where I know I need to be going to work out. I need to be eating healthy. I need to be doing X, Y, and Z, you know, and that helped me to go ahead and do that because I know that it's other people that need that motivation. They need somebody in their life that's gonna be there and actually be that type of person, you know, because that's one thing I'm starting to understand. If I can go ahead and lock in with myself and take care of myself and go all in with what I, you know, feel true to, that's gonna rub off on my family. You know, that's gonna rub off on my friends. You know, and so I think that's very important. You know, and I'm not a guy that's like a super social guy. That's, you know, I might come off as rude to people. I might come off as I don't like certain people, or, you know, I might just come off like not social. You know, but I love people, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. You know, and that's what we really have to look at, man. And I'm just looking at life right now, and I know I gotta go harder. I know I gotta take stuff more serious, you know. And I know I made a video yesterday. You gotta prioritize fun, and I know I said I know with another video like stuff is gonna be hard, but you can get through it. You get what I'm saying? It's all about how you gonna handle it and how you gonna move forward, you know. And it's a lot of stuff in our life we think this impossible, that we can't beat, that we can't get through, that it's like just inevitable, something just gonna happen bad and that's it. I'm here to tell you that's not true, and this is not no hope and no belief, and this is not just hope and belief and all that, mind games type of stuff. I'm talking about true. This stuff you can actually get yourself out of situations that might seem impossible, that might seem like you can't get out of them, but it's actual stuff out there, and you can actually, get past it. Don't be in a mindset where you know you think you can't get past anything, because the truth is out there, and you actually can get past a lot of stuff. And so, yeah, man. I mean, that's all I pretty much got to say.